5 magic words you can use on Amazon right now to find product ideas almost instantly. Sounds very hypey, doesn't it? I agree, but it is not. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video, and I guarantee you're going to get some product ideas from this in the next 60 minutes or less. So if you're excited about that, you have to hit that like button right now. And then you got to watch the entire video until the end. And I'm asking for a lot here. Give me a comment and let me know what you thought. Thank you, and go. Also, something really quickly to tell you, I just realized that after I've made the video, I will show you these magic words. So we're going to start out with braces, and then I do the strategy you're going to see in the video. One more thing I want you to do, and it'll make sense in just a moment, is type in the word FOR, so braces for, and then use the strategy I'm about to teach you. You can use this with every single word that I'm about to show you as well to expand your research further. So apologies for the confusion. Let's go right into it now. All right, I have no idea whether or not this is going to work, so let's just get started. The first magic word that we're going to try today is this one right here, brackets. Now, when we put this in, it's really interesting because we have brackets for shelves, brackets for braces, for curtain rods, for wood. We can look at all these, which we will. So let's start opening these in new tabs, and I'm going to duplicate this one right here. And then I'm going to go back a step. I'm going to go brackets. I'm going to just search a few of these. I can't imagine for braces cheap, so we did that one already. So let's try brackets for wood. And then I'm going to do a second thing, which I'm going to show you how to really expand this out. So step one is what we just did. We've opened these up. We can basically go down here now and start looking at some of these different products, which we will in just a second. Then we have brackets for wood. These might be a little bit too close in nature, but I will look at a few of these products and see what happens. And here's the next thing we want to do. We have brackets, and now we can go get rid of all of this. And here's the trick. We go A, so brackets and wires for braces, brackets and screws, brackets as dent. I have no idea what that means, so we'll actually search that one. But of course, again, I can just duplicate this tab. I can pull this across, and now I can do B. So brackets, boho, bulk, bendable, black, bands, bows, which we know what that would be. So I'm going to go here, boho. I have no idea what the hell that means, but let's take a look. So we'll come back over and we will start with our brackets for braces. This is where we started. So as we scroll down, we have products here like 10 sets, pack 200 pieces of brackets, Mini Roth. These are all way out of range. So we're basically wanting to start out with products that are within range, less than 50,000 for sure, and then see what we're seeing. So these all look kind of similar. That's a product there, 4x4 compound angle brackets for deer stand, hunting blind, shooting shack. I kind of like the look of that. I'm going to open that in another tab. I'm going to keep scrolling down. So now these are literally brackets for your teeth, which is mad. I did not know they sold on Amazon. Very interesting. Keep scrolling down. So this one right here, 3.4, 3.5, kind of a standard enough product. So I'm going to kind of move on from that. You could, of course, research that, no problem. And let's keep going. So as you can see, there's just tons and tons we could do here. And these are all looking kind of similar now, as you can see. But I would certainly recommend jumping right down and just keep on going. You can literally jump into pages and pages of products. And again, you're really looking to see where the BSR is. This one here, Placker's Grind, No More Dental, Night Guard. Let's just take a look at that. This is very low BSR, so I'm imagining it's going to be incredibly competitive. I'm going to close this down for a second, and then I'm going to look here. I started here. This is a outdoor, so angle brackets for deer stand. So I'm going to go deer stand brackets, all right? Because I think that's probably where that one is, deer stand brackets. So 114 search results, that's great. Scroll down, and now this is the product that we looked at. Of course, these were all sponsored. And as you know from other videos, that's not always a great sign. It can usually mean it's very competitive. As we come down, we're seeing a lot of clones here, right? They're all very similar, as I'm sure you would agree watching this video. But I think we'll find lots of more interesting items as we scroll down. And the good thing is, even something like this, you know, it's way out of range at 273,000. We'd like it to be less than 50,000 in that category. But it's something we could segue off of. So I'm going to open that in a new tab and come back to that in just a second. Keep scrolling down, and let's just keep seeing what we are seeing here. Kind of getting out of range now. And this one here is a jungle gym bracket. So that's interesting. I would actually take a look at that as well. So like you can go on for days, as you can see, right? We can now go jungle gym brackets. I would never have thought about that. $5.99, and This one, this is the one we saw. Again, all sponsored, so not always a great starting point, but is not the end of the world for sure. This one here, 25. So a lot of these out of range. But it just goes on and on. Now you're getting into this kind of heavy duty swing, which wouldn't always necessarily be the best product because the safety issues and stuff like that. We're not really concerned about that right now, though. We're more so just looking to see what's out there. These are like jungle gym swing hangers, you could call. These are doing very well, 5,000. So like we might end up going down that lane, like swing hangers. Look, there you go. And this is a long tail. Swing hangers might be more the actual keyword. 438 for something like that. We'll scroll down and just see what's going on. Lots of sponsor products, which again isn't the end of the world, but does kind of say a few things. 5,000 there, 15,000 there. So it looks like a fairly interesting. Well, actually, it's quite an interesting market. It's not. Well, there's actually more results as I come down here. Some of them way out of range, some within range. But you get the idea. I want to ask you a quick question. Which strategy do you use the most that I've taught you on this channel that you really like? Do you like the hobby strategy or do you prefer this magic word strategy? If you like the hobbies one, type hobbies. If you like this magic word one, type in magic word. I'd be really interested to see what you really like. And with that said, back to the video. I'm going to stop using my hands now. You could kind of go deeper into that and you could definitely segue off of some of these products and find more interesting items. We did come to this one and say we could segue off of it as well. This looks elevator brackets. I'm not too sure what this is. I know it was out of range, but maybe elevator brackets is something that is worth. I might even search here just to make it easy. Outdoor elevator brackets. I'm not sure if that's the right keyword now, but we'll take a look anyway and see. Outdoor elevator brackets. See what's going on here. 251, that's good. That's the product that we saw. We're not seeing anything else really like that, so that may not be the right name, although these look kind of similar to that, and they're out of range. So that does look like something that maybe that's the same. It's kind of hard to tell because of the image. If the other one's just a really blown up one or whatever. But also, you have stuff like this wall mount wheelbarrow, whatever, right? Organizer, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. And as you scroll down here, really, there's not many more items in this market, so that might be certainly one worth taking a look at. But the keyword here may, in fact, be incorrect. But that's one worth looking at for sure. We said we could come down here and see what's related to this. We got 24 pages. And some of these are similar, but some are different. So straight away, we're starting to get different products, which is always a good thing. Like this one right here is it looks like it's an indoor product, so that might be one worth looking at. Stuff like that might be worth looking at. And some of these, like the health, safety concerns and whatever. That's not really the point of today's video. It's just to give you more ideas and more ways of looking at things. These are canopies and tarps, heavy duty silver, blah, blah, blah. So we'll have a look at those in a sec. Keep going, and you can just keep finding different ideas as you can see, right? So these are pretty good segues because they're not all the same product. They're all down here. So that's a really good sign. And that's certainly something that it doesn't mean like it's going to be a brilliant product, but it means, that it's certainly worth taking a look at anyway, right? So you can just keep going through these types of items and keep on finding more and more products that you can research further. I did open this one, and these look like anchor stakes, it looks like. So maybe like a canopy anchor stake. I might even just search anchor stakes just to see what's going on with that market because I'm not too sure. These are not markets I'm used to, but over 1,000 results. And these are all kind of different products, so they're not exactly what we want, I don't think. Some of these are irrigation products and stuff like that. So again, we would just keep going further. So you could go like canopy, anchor stakes. And again, you're just getting more and more specific with your search and trying to find more of the products. This is kind of similar to the one that we saw out of range, but anyway. So look, I'm not saying any of these items are perfect. I'm just saying it's certainly worth taking a look and going deeper and deeper, and you'll find more product ideas from that. So that was just one word. I'm going to give you some more words really quickly. So the second word that we're going to look at today is mount. And as you can see, we've got lots of things: mount tape, arm, power strip. I'm going to start away with the ABC methodology. Mount A, so mount adapter, mount arm. Let's not do that one. So I don't think there's too much there. Mount board, mount window, insulated jacket, bottle opener, right? Whatever. It goes on and on, as you can see. Mount ceiling light. Some of these are not going to be worth searching at all, but they could give you really interesting starting points. But you can literally go the whole way down the alphabet, which is really interesting, I think. And you can find potential things that, you know, we wouldn't have thought at all about. So a G, let's go with H. I actually don't know what this is, so I'm just going to go, actually I'll go here, Mount Hose Reel. It kind of sounds like something we'd look at. So again, you start here, now you see lots of different products. The workflow is to look at the BSRs initially. So again, that one is 10,000, so that's fine, that's within range. You can open that in a new tab. And now you have this kind of like, it is kind of stylistic in nature, but that doesn't really matter right now. It's a decorative wall mount. Hard, this one's a tricky one. I would say decorative garden reel. Let's just go, I'm going to go garden hose reel. So let me take that out, garden hose reel. Probably a little bit too long in keywords, to be honest. Scrolling down, that's the one we saw. That's doing well. And as we scroll down, now we're starting to see more similar ones. And they're all doing pretty well, but the trouble is they're kind of based on taste, really, is the trouble with this market, which is why I wouldn't really like it. But it's certainly a great start-off point, because we could jump into something like this, for example, right here. And again, we mightn't think it's a great product, but it's cool because we can come down and start looking through here now and seeing what else is in here that looks different. And we have 47 pages of those products basically start looking through, and we can start identifying opportunities from there. These do all look kind of like garden hose reels, so this actually isn't the best colony, we would call it, to research in, but it's a starting point. You can start looking at this. And really you could expand out your search from there, but it looks like not the best place that I started in there, but that's okay. We have an entire alphabet to look through, so that's certainly something you can take a look at, and you'll get a lot of products from this. I'm going to give you the other ones just as we wrap up today's video, because I want you to have lots of different words that you can use. So the next one is storage, and again you got storage A, storage B, storage C, D. And you can expand some of these too. So even the dresser, now you can start expanding those out and seeing what are Amazon trying to sell here in this area. And you'll find with a lot of these, they're going to be very top level because Amazon are trying to give you like the most search for things. So that's just something to bear in mind. But it doesn't mean that it's like, you know, you can't do anything with these. It just means that you may need to go deeper in your research. So storage grids, for example, you know, 2,000 results, there's a lot of products in this area. We'd want to segue off of these products and start going deeper. What are products related to these, and start looking for ideas based upon this. So we might look at something like that, even though it's out of range, and try and segue off of this. So I'll just do that really quickly. So there we go. We have this kind of like, it's a storage basket for like a railing or whatever. And it's out of range, as we know. So we come down here and we can look at related to this item. So now we're starting to find different products, right? This is like a hanging fruit basket. So again, like off you go down that line. Open these in new tabs, I'd recommend as well. These are going to be competitive, but it's just to give you ideas, right? 364, that's actually quite interesting. These are all sponsored, not the best sign, doesn't really mean anything necessarily. Come into the organic results, 3414, it's doing well. And on we go, you know, on we go. Obviously, this market doesn't look that great. They're all kind of the same thing. But again, you may find something like this, right? Gourmet Basics. It's a 2-tier hanging basket. So again, that might be something that's interesting. Come back up to the top, research that one. And, you know, on we go. And as you can see, it doesn't look the best, but it's actually not too bad. Scroll down and, you know, well, it's not the best market, but that's okay. We segue off of these, and that's the whole point. Like, you typically won't just find an amazing product immediately. It's segueing off. It's doing this process again and again and again and getting better. So there's 2 more words I want to give you. The first one is frame, and you can do the same process with that. And the other one is anchor as well. So again, A, B, C, so on and so forth. So take all these words that we went through today and utilize them in your research and see what happens, and segue, and you're going to find some interesting products.